There seems little doubt that the dance mat is an idea whose time has come. Last year in the UK alone, the sector saw retail sales soar and delivering that holy grail of computer gaming a completely new, wider audience. But why shouldn't it? After all, singing along and dancing to music is as old as the invention of the hairbrush and the tennis racket.
Oops, I did it again. I played with your heart, got lost in the game. Oh baby, baby, yes, it's totally it.
With Buffy passing on to a better place, Dawson going up the creek and Britney hitting the Vegas years, it seems a good time to have a closer look at the young girls market and ask where the hell's it going. And in order to understand anyone's future, you first have to understand their past. Because this is the first generation reared on rolling commercial children's television. Exposed to advertising since birth, approached by advertisers since the age of 2, it's no surprise that they got brand literate really quickly. By about 4.
Look at me. You can take it all because this face is free.
By 6, almost their whole identity is already being mediated through commerce. Most girls understand this deal and are willing participants because brands help them to explore and define who they are. That doesn't mean they're not wise to the tricks of advertising. This generation of 6 to 14-year-old girls are the first products of progressive legislation in divorce, employment and equal rights. Socio-economically, they're the first real fruit born out of feminism. This is the first generation of girls who want to join the army more than boys, and the first generation more likely to be bullies than boys are. You think you understand this audience? Think again.
It's a wicked world we live in!
This is a market growing in sophistication and taste. They're better read, better informed and better educated. They're far more in touch with the world than the previous generation. They have access to technology at a far younger age than their elder sisters. Of course they're still into Barbie, Justin and Harry, but they're also into Bratz, Christina and Ruby and Sapphire. No surprise then that this is an age where brands first establish an emotional hold on the subconscious of girls. After all, they are growing up in the thick of the me culture, obsessed with the self and individual material gain. This dovetails neatly with their adolescent tendencies of egotism and narcissism. This is an audience that craves the immersion of sensation and experience because they're self-obsessed, and the social currency of viral communications because underneath they're competitive too. 10 to 16-year-old girls are almost twice as likely to own mobile phones as boys are. But they're not just making phone calls on them. The importance of social currency and peer pressure are the centres of their known world. From chat rooms to text messaging, from MP3s to polyphonic ringtones, the email of this species is much deadlier than the mail.
How do you like my darkness now?
As with everyone, technology succeeds because it allows people to be what they want to be. And in the case of 6 to 14-year-old girls, what they want to be more than anything in the world is popular. These are the things that young girls are getting out of technology. Yet for some reason, we never thought girls would be interested in computer games, so we never even bothered talking to them. 50% of the population, and we weren't even interested enough in them to work out how to sell games to them. Like football used to be. If a girl wanted to play, then she couldn't possibly enjoy it. She must just want to be a boy. However, despite our bravest efforts, girls are embracing plug-and-play consoles. The industry said girls don't respond emotionally to technology. They were wrong. They said girls wouldn't find games socially useful. They were wrong. They said that consoles were a boy's toy. They were wrong. As wrong as the guy who told the Beatles there was no future in guitar bands. Surprise, surprise. In the absence of anyone to tell them how to relate to technology, girls have responded in their own way. From the rise and rise of the blogger to Hello Kitty mobiles to SMS to dance mat games. Unlike boys, girls do not view technology as an end in itself. Rather, they see it as a means to an end, an instrument of fun, an instrument of gossip, and ultimately an instrument of socialisation. They've taken what they want from technology, social currency and self-expression, and discarded the rest. Woe betide you if your technology gets in the way of these girls having a good time. As part of their search for identity, these girls demand things that are exclusive and that they can call their own. This almost always involves no boys whatsoever. Dressing up,
You look nice, dear.
sleepovers, privacy in their room, privacy in cyberspace. In that sense, they're very private and very guarded. However, our current fascination with real-time experience, sensation and interaction in entertainment gives us an ideal chance to move games back into the family room by using the dance mat as a front room activity, playable by friends and family alike. For once, this is an opportunity to get mothers and daughters really playing console games together. Don't forget, these are mums who could well be gamers and clubbers themselves. What's more, they'll probably jump at the chance of some fun, sociable, safe, family entertainment that the kids will play and everyone enjoys. As social uncertainty draws us all to the safety of the tribe and staying in is the new going out, so today's modern family are embracing technology for the front room. And whilst there's no denying that mum may have been a resistant gatekeeper up till now, if we can show her that gaming is not a big scary satanic gore fest, but a great way to get on with your kids, then we'll have her on our side for some time to come.
Enjoying yourselves, girls?
In fact, there's every indication that even boys are beginning to warm to the idea. Why not? They obviously enjoy dancing, and they clearly enjoy sensation and experience in their games as well. Perhaps it's a question of marketing. Perhaps a hip-hop face-off dance mat game would appeal to boys' competitive instincts, and maybe even get them to play with girls. And once you do that, you have the potential to change the way games are bought and played forever. Like the rest of the world, this is a market that is increasingly demanding sensation, personalisation, performance and experience from everything. Not just toys but furniture, technology, food and drink. To even begin a dialogue with this audience, you must first move their senses, touch their hearts and stimulate their minds. Research has shown that that level of immersion only comes from a combination of audio, visual and physical stimulation.
You say I should do it differently. I don't necessarily agree. Stand up, sit down, be nice. Did you hear me ask for your advice?
It's hard to overstress the importance of pop music to this age range. Pop music is truly the only mainstream poetry our age possesses. For anyone of tween age, it's a social glue capable of uniting the fit and the fat, the mad and the mild, and even the popular and the unpopular. If it's new music, it's hot, whether it's an MP3, a mix, a bootleg, or a ringtone. It seems silly to stress the importance of visual stimulation. We've all sat there as kids, mesmerised by the magic lantern in the corner of the room, entranced by it. But it's the combination of audio and visual that packs such an incredible, powerful punch. We've all tapped a foot, wagged a finger, or shaken our hips when we hear our favourite tunes come on. And we all jump, duck or dodge when we're immersed in playing a computer game. We all like to move, to be moved, to touch and to be touched. Don't forget that after Monopoly and Trivial Pursuit, Twister is the biggest selling board game to this age range.